Music has a way of taking us back.
I guess I was about 7 years old. My dad taught me.
The melody of Dan Dorchak's family heirloom melts away the years.
It meant a lot to me when I was playing with it. I loved it. I loved to play with my dad.
A century-old concertina, as old as the man playing.
This is our entertainment. This really was.
But this would not be the only instrument the musician from Henrico would master.
Oh, this is about 1930. About 1930, 31.
Growing up poor in Pittsburgh during the Depression,
Yeah, I'm right here.
Dan always kept looking skyward as a form of escape.
But it was fascinating just to watch an airplane. I just wanted to fly.
With World War II raging, the high school graduate joins the new U.S. Army Air Corps.
Daniel Dorchak, aviator.
He was 18.
They predicted what I wanted to be.
As part of the 425th Bomb Squadron 308th Bomb Group,
My crew, the way we flew in.
the first lieutenant and his fellow airmen fly to the Pacific Theater to fight the Japanese.
They sent me to Kunming, China, the headquarters of the Flying Tigers. And all my life I wanted to be a Flying Tiger, and I was one.
As a bombardier in a B-24, Dan is charged with hitting targets using top-secret technology.
The Northern bomb sight was one of the first computers, and I had extended vision.
The instrument proves to be a game-changer for American crews.
It was a lot of pressure, so it was most crucial that you knew what you were doing.
Missions require Dan and his crew to fly over the so-called hump in the Himalayas, one of the most inhospitable and dangerous places on Earth.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, at 21 years old, you don't think anything is going to get you. You're almost indestructible.
Sheets of enemy anti-aircraft fire devastate the squadron.
Flak is like a hand grenade going off, and you have to fly through it. We flew one night mission, it was like flying through the 4th of July. Celebration, it was scary, but we did it.
Close friends who disappear take their toll on the young airmen.
We went in through a cloud, and only 2 of us came out. We never knew what happened to the other one. They were lost. 10 men gone.
Dan was tasked with sending personal effects and footlockers home to the families of the fallen.
It was traumatic. I didn't like it, but that was part of my job.
The 20-year-old always flew with a sense of immortality.
I was never going to be shot down. I knew that. I was never going to be wounded. I kind of felt that way. I thought I was going to escape it until we got shot.
On May 16th, 1945,
Ping, ping, ping.
he nearly perishes when enemy fire pierces his plane, killing the pilot instantly and hitting Dan.
Man, they peppered our plane with rifles. One of the bullets came in the cockpit, went right through his head, and caught me in the neck.
The young navigator spends a week in the hospital.
And when I came to, I realized what had happened. He was dead. And I said, God, if you let me live, I'll be a good Catholic the rest of my life. And I tried. I've been lucky.
Shortly after, the first lieutenant is back flying.
Takes me back in memory.
Dan displays the very bullet doctors removed from his neck, along with his flight jacket.
This is my logbook that every mission I was on.
First Lieutenant Dorchak also cherishes his handwritten diary.
I knocked out 3 bridges that day.
Detailing his experiences in the air.
I wanted to remember what we went through, and so I could remember in years to come. And here it is.
After reaching the required 35 missions, Dan could have chosen to return to the States. He refuses, instead signing up for another tour.
Here I am, ready to fly.
Dan notches 52 missions in total.
Yeah, that was my calling. And I did the whole war a bit.
Following the fighting, Dan studies to become a mortician. The father of one works for Bliley's funeral home in Richmond for 50 years. Major Dorchak also retired from the Air National Guard.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
March marks Dan's 100th birthday. Music can bring you back.
Yeah, great memories.
But the man who reached for the sky as a child is always looking ahead.
I've been very lucky.
He may be grounded these days, but Dan Dorchak is setting his sights on one more mission.
I would like to be the oldest World War II veteran living, so I got a shot at that. I got to keep going about 12 more years.
For this World War II veteran, life is always looking up.
The memories are still there.
For I Have a Story.
I thank the good Lord every day that I survived it.
I'm Greg McQuade, CBS 6 News.